Hello everybody and welcome to the CMC Markets Technical Insights video for the week of April 20th. My name is Toby Gennaro from Trade with Precision, and we'll get together here and talk a little bit about some of the higher time frames around the dollar CAD. I like the weakness in the dollar, and so we'll just take a look at this pairing and see where things might be headed on this ongoing trend. So I've got up currently the monthly, the weekly, and the daily. Let's take a look at each one of these. I'd like to start from the higher level down. We had a retest of that level going all the way back to the pandemic, which was March of last year. Ever since there, it put in a high, which is basically a double topping structure right there. And we're now coming back down, almost ready to retest, somewhere thereabouts the low of that high. This is probably going to be a significant level right around here, down around 120 thereabouts. But I think there's still a little bit of room to run before we get to there. And so we have everything pretty much converging to the downside on the indicators. Not really lower highs and lower lows, but we have basically a 12-month move to the downside, which has been pretty consistent. Moving averages are rolled over. We don't have all three of them in line, but at least we have a lower low in place and a lower high. So looking at that, let's go ahead and take a look at the weekly chart where things start to get interesting. And taking a look here at the weekly chart, a lot of succession of lower highs, lower lows. We have the 10 period, the 20 period, the 50 period, all fanning out, going in the direction of the predominant trend, which is great. And we have a couple of rejection candles right there, some indecisive candles. And we actually already have a breakdown through that candle, but we still have price in and around the sell zone in and around that 10-20 period moving average zone. So normally our stop loss would go right above the high of those three candles, and our entry pretty much right below the low of those three candles right there in and around that sell zone. So this is still the higher time frame, basically our confirmation chart. So we have good trends both on the weekly as well as the daily. And we'll take a look at the daily here right now. And the daily is looking really good. We have everything in alignment, including the 200, the 50, the 20, and the 10. They're all in numerical order. Lower highs, lower lows, don't really have any interruption there. We have a little bit of a consolidation here, but a nice rejection candle right there, which is pretty much right around the swing high, which is always the best place for a stop loss. And then we have a breakdown through that level right there. Price is still kind of hovering around there as the moving averages continue to put pressure on price. So what I'm saying here is basically I'm looking for a move with a stop loss at the swing high, and I'd be willing to enter this trade right about here at the break of that rejection candle right there, another rejection candle right there, and if we can get a breakdown through that level, then it looks like we might be able to retest this level right around here, around 123, 124. For the most part, with that stop loss and that risk, I can have the trade to break even right about here based on a 1-to-1 reward to risk. So I like that about the trade. My risk is covered. I've got a little bit more room to run, potentially even putting in a lower low heading down to that 120 level, which is even further. So we could see probably a retest of this level, and then potentially a move to another lower low. But I'm always looking to get the trade to break even as quickly as I can. The risk to reward here looks good. I can get the trade to break even right about there, and so I like that. Pretty good move overall. We still don't have really any divergence. The indicators have been making lower lows along with price, so it's a matter of if we break to another lower low, can we see this line moving below this line and breaking to another lower low, or at least getting to an equal low would be sufficient for me. Same thing here on the RSI. So that's the way we use the indicators, looking for convergence to the downside. Prices making lower lows. Indicators should be doing the same thing. We should be looking for another low down around here if we can get a break through this level. But always looking to get the trade to break even as quickly as possible. So hope that technical analysis helps. Have a great rest of the week trading, and we'll look forward to talking to you next time. Take care.